Let's go into first person mode and have a look at this. Oh, driving through the wall, flying up the side. What the heck? Oh, my goodness me. What the heck are you doing? Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. Today we are going to be trying something that we haven't done for a long time. Within Traffic Manager President Edition, you can turn on parking AI. What does that mean? What can it do for your city? How does it work? Is it working? That's a question I get asked by a lot of people as well. Well, we're going to try it out and I'm going to share some information with you I've got from the devs as well. Before we dive into that, there's a couple of fixes. I've been reading through the comments of the last 2 or 3 videos, and there's a couple of mod updates that I want to share with you as well. So why don't we dive into all of that? So here we are over at the Model T car factory, and if you remember a few episodes ago, we were having a problem with the spawning points mod. Now it's been updated, it adds itself now to the UI, unified UI button up here, and that's also been fixed because Steam has now decided to update me to the latest version, which it didn't do before. That was the problem I was having. But yeah, now we click on here, we can move this spawn point. We're not going to do all stuff to do with the mod today, but I just want to show you what it will now do. So let's just say I'm going to move that spawn point all the way back up here, and we had problems where I moved the spawn point and nothing was spawning. So if we go backwards, we go backwards, we go backwards, and then we're going to get to a certain point where this happens. Aha, the point placed is too far from the road. So 28 minus 28, or 28 from the road is fine. That is too far. So you can hover over these and it will give you like a little circle around it to see how far they're going to be. And yeah, they can't spawn. If we hover over them like that, we'll see that little white line. Look, says they will all come from there and join the road there. So that is definitely worth knowing, because before I think we'd moved it too far and it just didn't spawn any trucks or cars at all. Well, look, as you can see, they're all spawning there, which is working fantastic. So excellent update. Thank you for that. We also had some brilliant name suggestions. This one for our furniture factory was from Sazzy D. Thank you very much, Sazzy D. This is going to be called ITEA. And over here on our prison island, there's the prison. Another fantastic name suggestion, this time from Andrew Parker. And we're just going to change this name to HMP Guilty, Her Majesty's Prison Guilty. Fantastic. Love that name. And in fact, the Willow Nature Reserve, I think that needs to be changed to the Guilty Nature Reserve to fit in with the theme that we have here. And then we have our large prison block, so that's going to be HMP Guilty as well. And then we got our small prison blocks. Might as well name them all so the prisoners know exactly where they are being incarcerated. And over here at our 5-star Elizabeth City Park, we had a fantastic name suggestion, the Rose Tea Botanical Gardens from Sherry Hass. I think I got your name right there. Excellent suggestion. Also, I saw a lot of the comments saying I was letting people in for free. Yeah, I have. I've accidentally. Let's just take these off of here and see if we can put some side gates in. Will it let me just grab that with the picker mod? It's like trying to... no, it didn't let me. Okay, we'll do it this way. Let's grab our park side gates. So we'll have one there and one there, and then I can just connect this back up again. There we go. There we go. Not quite lined up, but that will do. These are okay now. This doesn't connect. That only connects to the road. This one here, we never connected up. So let's do that. Let's grab that road again, and we'll connect to that one. In fact, that could go right into... Oh, no, hang on. Don't want it to connect to that road. How about we connect it to over here? Look, this would be perfect. There we go. That gate's connected, this gate's connected, that gate's connected, no other connections around here, and then nobody's coming through the side gates down here anymore. Oh, I just saw... Look! That is a perfectly placed gate. And you're proving me a liar. There we go. I think they'll be fine now. Anyway, very good. Excellent. Thank you. Nice name suggestion and some cool fixes as well. And then finally, the last name suggestion for today for our clothing factory comes from Asaf Galani. And I thought this was a fantastic suggestion. The T-shirts factory. So there we go. Thank you very much for that suggestion. So we've got a couple of other factories that need naming as well. We've got the food factory. We've got the sneaker factory, the electronics factory. What else have we got down here? Industrial steel plant, lemonade factory, although that is normally the iced tea factory. Did I not already rename that one? Household plastic factory. So if there's any names that you have that you can suggest, please leave them in the comments below. And also, if you're not subscribed, why not? Let's do a shout out for that as well. Subscribe so you can enjoy all the City Skyline content we have on this channel. So now we're going to take a look at the advanced parking AI in Traffic Manager. So if you want to get Traffic Manager, have a little search on the Steam Workshop for TMPE or Traffic Manager President Edition. I've got the latest version here. And then if you go into your options for your game, so let's go down to here, Traffic Manager, and under Gameplay. So here we have the Advanced AI, which you always want to have turned on. I have it sort of set to that. And here's the Parking AI. Enable more realistic parking. So let me just do a quick game save, and then we'll give that a go. Okay, so I'm going to just look at the use of my CPU for the game before and after turning this on, actually. So it's about sort of 18% at the minute. Even if I sort of zoom in, run the speed faster, I'm up to sort of 26, 30%. Yeah, it's about 30%, something like that. So you want to be aware that this will use more CPU cycles. So we're going to turn that on, and we're just going to see how that goes. I'll just zoom in again. I mean, it hasn't really changed much for me, but yeah, still 30%. What's that going to do? That is the question. Well, that's going to stop pocket cars. So now if we go into the traffic info screen, we can start looking at the colours of the building. So whereas before you would just look at the colours of the road, so red, a bit of traffic, or well-used road, now the colours of the buildings will give you some more information. If they are red, then it shows you that there is a need for parking in the area. At the minute, all the buildings are looking pretty green to me, which is really, really good. I'm just wondering whether it needs to run for a little bit. Look, here's an example. Here we go. So this car, house here, what is this building? The Park Residence is in need of some nearby parking. At the moment, that is the only building in my entire city. But we're going to let it run for a while and see whether some other ones change. But actually, that is not bad, is it? I'm really happy with that. The other change of information that it gives you, if you go into your Transport tab, you can now switch your view from outgoing to ingoing demand. So again, buildings that are red, let's have a look. So we've got it on outgoing demand. So if any buildings are red, it means that they are not getting their demand for mass transit when they leave the building filled. Perfect example. Here we go. The Sparty University. So when people leave this, they don't get their demand filled to get somewhere. Let's have a look on ingoing. I bet that's bad for this one as well. Actually, incoming's not too bad, but outgoing, pretty rubbish. So what options do we have around here? As you saw, we do have, in fact, if I turn that option on there, so we do have a bus that comes up here. It does stop outside. That's probably not a very well-used bus. And then we've got our big hub over here. I'm just wondering whether on match day that becomes a bit of a problem. When's the next match that's coming up? Next match, 17th of the 2nd, 21-26. So next year. I'm just wondering on match days whether we could do with extra buses here. That might just be the issue. Also walking. If they were going to walk, they could walk around there. They can still walk around here and get to this main hub. So actually, that's probably not too bad. We could even add another little walking path through here. Would probably actually be a really good idea. Let's just... Oh, there's a fence there. Okay, well, that's all right. If we just delete that fence. I'm not charging people to go through this park, so don't worry about that. We're going to add a fence there. So that will give them another option. They can walk through here to get to where they want to go. So over time, that may improve that one. So we'll come back and check that. So let's leave that on outgoing at the moment. So everybody else over here, we'll come back to our farm. We've got a few fixes that we need to do over there. So this is all looking okay. This is all looking okay. So everything that side of the river is looking okay. What about down here? Here we go. Look, we've got some problems down here. So we've got The Oppression Office. So how many visitors? They've got 69 visitors a week. It is right by a monorail station, but I tell you what, I'm wondering whether they're trying to get to places where we're not providing access. So look, a lot of these are coming in and out via the highway. I've lost it. Where is it? Here it is. Let's just see what the ingoing is as well. So that's outgoing. Income is not too bad. So they can get here okay. And actually, even when they leave, it's going green. I think they're realising there are plenty of buses. I'm just wondering whether this black bus route is like horrendous. It goes everywhere. Could we just have a stop down on this road? So like this one. Let's go into buses. Buses. This one here. I need to... after doing all my bus routes before, this route here just seems like it's all over the place, doesn't it? Yeah, we're going to add a couple of routes out there, see if that will help. What about the rest of the buildings on this island? They're all okay. And this one's all okay. So actually, for outgoing, we're looking like we're okay. What about incoming? So this is from people from other parts of the city, or I believe outside of the city, trying to come into that building. Can they get in? I think we've just done our mass transit so well that we just have no problems at all. We've got a few over here. So people are trying to come in to... Let's just put this back on. In. So that's the Victoria residence. Yeah, that one there. What's this one over here? The Cooper residence. And there was another one, wasn't there? This one here. Sterling residence. So just looking at this, I can see that there is a bus route that goes down and stops up here. So we could actually help with that. We're going to bring that and stop it right down here. There's like a park here as well. So that's going to help with that. And this one here, I'm just going to move it a little bit further down. Yeah, we'll see whether that helps. So that's incoming. Oh, and also down here, look. So maybe with that bus route move further down, that's going to help that. So we have to come back and check that. Let's check this main island. Orlando, I should say. That's looking all okay. Yeah. Lots of people struggling to get to these, but to be honest, they're tucked right in the middle of the park. And we've got monorail like right outside. So when they come off the monorail, they walk and they're at the entrance. There's probably not a huge amount we could do for those. They can literally get there and they just need to walk a bit and deal with it. But the rest of that is looking pretty much okay. So now the game has run a little bit longer. Look, we're getting more red buildings popping up under the parking AI. So what I'm going to do is we're going to fix our farm, because there was a few little questions about that. And then I'm going to leave the game running for maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. And we'll see how good, yeah, lots of parking problems coming up over here, how good our parking is in the city. So we'll come back to that. But let's nip over to Green Tea Fields Farm. So a couple of things. When I move the farm from over this area here, which is now our factory area, and put it over here, I actually deleted a load of sheep. They disappeared off to sheep heaven. And people were saying, oh, that's why you're importing, because I'm importing some stuff. You're importing animal products. Well, no, I'm not. Because the slaughterhouse here will take crops that we're making plenty of and turn them into animal products. They just seem to have that built-in ability to feed animals that they've got out here, look, and they will make animal products. And then we've got the milking parlours. Again, we'll both do exactly the same thing. They've got all these cows in the back, and they will make animal products for us. And we have plenty of animal products here. We've got this warehouse that's got some in. That's the thing that's using them. And then some of them are being taken over here. So that is not the issue. What might be the issue is over on this roundabout. Oh, autosave. Quick sip of tea. And I made this mistake before. Thank you for telling me. So I built the roundabout. I connected the on and the off ramp, and then I did the traffic manager, priority signs, control shift click, and it did all the giveaway signs and stuff. And look, you spotted it. Because I didn't have the north and the south road connecting there, it's automatically put these lines across here, so nobody can turn off and actually go down here from this roundabout. So we're going to delete that and then control left click with the lane arrows to give access there. And then we're also going to delete that there and control left click and do the same. And that should be okay. Everything else is set up all right. So we've got giveaway signs there, giveaway signs there. So that should be fine. So now that means that this road, which hasn't got any people on, will have access, but it also means people can drive in and out the city, which will be really helpful. Also, I mentioned here that I've got these facing the main road. So vehicles are coming out there, perhaps causing some problems. I could just turn these round to face the other way, which means they're going to sort of stick out a bit like that. And then I'll just use the Move It mod to line them up again. There we go. So that keeps any vehicles off the main road. They all come up here onto the frontage roads, I suppose you call them. And then what I might just do is turn these around as well. So they've got use of their own road rather than the same one that they're on. So I think that will help. And the other thing that was mentioned was to remove all the concrete. I tell you why I put the concrete in here is because in my mind, these sort of are all factory things. So I sort of go, oh, we'll put some concrete in there. But I tell you what, why not? Let's remove all the concrete, and then we've got some nice grass in there. And then maybe let's add a few trees around in here just to sort of try and make it feel a little bit more farm-like. And we'll go with that instead. There we go. I might just add a teeny... God, give me just a little bit of concrete. Just a tiny bit. I'm just going to add some in this area here, if I can do it without messing up. Let's go to 15. Messing up the roads on the outside. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks much better. I like that. I might continue to tweak this area. We shall see. And then over here along the top, there was a few suggestions. I don't know what you think about this. I quite liked it. About putting some wind turbines up here. Here we go. This seems like, just like this little ridge along here, seemed like a good spot for them. So if I turn off Prop and Tree Anarchy and Anarchy, and then we might just pop 1, 2, 3 along there. Do you know what? That looks like a pretty cool place for those. I like it. I like it. Excellent. How are people? Oh, look, people are coming on and off the highway here, doing all sorts of cool stuff. That is what we want to see. Now everybody's using this road at the back and they're struggling to get in and out because I've turned all these things around. We'll leave it running. We'll be fine. Okay, so the game has been running for a few moments now. Let's take a look at how the parking AI is affecting things. And it is having a big change. Lots of red. This place isn't too bad, but these are the places people want to visit, and lots of red. So basically what's happened is we've removed the option for the citizens to whip a car out of their pocket and drive somewhere. If there is a parking space nearby, which as we'll see, look, these are getting more filled up, they will use that. But look, like we can see here, look, all these cars, nowhere to park, and we have some issues with the parking. So let's just stick with the Rose Tea Botanical Gardens as we're here. And this also includes the Academic Library. Lots of people want to visit this. So I think we need to increase our parking and redo some stuff here. So let's just move some of these little park items over to here. So now we can add, I mean, for this area we are going to add some more of these little parking lots that we already have. I've also downloaded a load of new parking stuff. So we've got the big parking lot roads, which we're going to try out, and we've also got some underground parking as well, plus the parking road that comes with the game. So we've got a lot of options, which is good. So let's give some more of these a go in here and see how we get on. Okay, there we go. A lot more parking spaces in this area. We can see it's sort of updating itself and cars are moving in and out. That's because I used the Move It mod on here and moved it updated. So we'll see how that goes for that little spot there. But actually that looks to me like a much more realistic parking. Look, all the spaces are filled. Anywhere we've got parking, they're getting filled. We'll come back to that one. Let's have a look at this one over here. So what have we got here? We've got the courthouse. 56 people are visiting this courthouse. All the parking that is in here has already been filled up to the max. So I'm wondering, if we could perhaps utilize maybe this little area here. It's nearby. We've got a school here. Could we just move that school? Let's just have a look. Let's put this on first. Pop it on there. There we go. Excellent. We had anarchy on, so if there's a building in there, that will disappear. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of that from here, and we're going to designate this as a parking area. So I think for this one here, we'll add a little access road. Let's take this one here, two-way road, no parking. That's going to come into there. I know it's quite near to that junction there, but I'm not thinking it's going to be that busy. Then we're going to take this one and place that sideways on there. Excellent. So that gives us a few extra parking spots in there. I'm just wondering whether if we move that over a bit, we could actually fit some more in. Do you know what? I'm going to take that, that, and that. There we go. Do it like that, just to get some extra parking in there, and then we could fill the rest in with some trees. There we go. Just add in some fences and trees around here, and already we can see people are piling in and parking their cars here, which is, this guy's going up and around, which is exactly what we want to see. Very, very good. So hopefully then, over time, let's just give that... Here, this guy's coming in here, look. He's going off to park. Very good. They're coming out to park. Coming out from the park. Car park. Oh, get me teeth in. There we go. Anyway, you get the idea. So let's see. So hopefully over time, these red buildings here will go down a bit. What is this here? School of Environmental Studies. That has a huge need for parking, as does the School of Education, the Grand Library. So we don't actually have a car park in here, do we? Oh, we do. We got this one here. But it doesn't seem to count that as being connected as the road is over this way. Or is this thing not working at all? Because there's literally nobody parking in here. I've had a few people say that these don't work as a car park. And you know what? I think I believe them. So I am going to remove all of these. And then we're going to replace that with, let's have a look, car braking. No, that ain't going to be the thing. Car parking. No, third time it's a charm. There we go. Okay, so I've cleared out all the trees in this space here, and we are going to use the big parking lots. So you can just search for big parking lots. You'll find those online. We're going to start off with the drive, which is going to come into there. We're then going to take the border, and you need to go in a counterclockwise or anti-clockwise direction. And then as you're going along your length, I sort of do it like this. So I know that one's going to be for parking spaces, that won't be. Parking spaces won't be. Parking spaces won't be. Parking spaces won't be. And then if I go all the way to the end like that, so we need to come down one more. There we go. Then when we put our filler in, we're always going to have that little bit of space. There we go. Excellent for our parking spaces. So now what I can do, if I've done this right, is I can put these, on both sides. So we're going to have some accessible parking sort of at the front of these sections. There we go. Then we can add the rest of our parking in as well. I think these cubes will just fill up the space, which is good. Yeah, there we go. So we'll just take these. Excellent. We don't have any clipping problems or anything like that. We do have the problems where I don't place the darn things correctly. So we'll do that again. Let's pick that one. And there we go. Excellent. That's really good. I like that. And then what I might just do is just see if I can add this road. How am I going to do this? If I bring it over there, and then I'm going to get the move it mods, maybe do that to give access. I think that's going to work. That looks okay. So that should be now. There we go. Actual working car park, which is fantastic. There we go. So this is getting well used, which is fantastic. I've added an extra access over here, which hopefully isn't going to cause too many problems. I've made it give way. We shall see. I might just actually upgrade a couple of these roads to asymmetric roads as it is going to start getting busy. There we go. That should be fine. Look at that. Look at all these cars coming and going in this car park. Excellent. So that should help this area around here. We'll keep an eye on that. Right, now we come over here to Sugar Cube Square. Absolutely no parking in this area at all. None. Not a bean. So I am wondering whether we should remove one of these buildings, because it's this central section that really needs the parking. So let's have a look. I think... Ooh, I quite like the difference of those buildings there. This one here is right opposite the hospital. So I think in this one we're going to try the spiral underground parking. We have the version that connects to a small road and the version that connects to a large road. By the way, if you ever want to find any of these items I'm using, just look at the name of them when I hover over them, and then you can look it up on the Steam Workshop yourself. So there we go. We're going to add that there. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. I'm liking that. I just want to change this junction so it's not traffic lights. There we go, just to keep people on the main road going. I'm also going to do control left click there to give them dedicated lanes coming in. Oh, look at this little toll thing. Does that actually go up and down or not? Sadly no, but you know, that's fine. And I think that looks okay actually, doesn't it? That actually looks pretty good. Now I believe this has 80 parking spots. Does it actually say in here? It doesn't. I believe it's 80. I might be wrong on that one, but I'm sure I read that somewhere. Not too expensive. Oh, it says visitor capacity 450. I don't think it's 450 parking spaces. That's just the sort of entertainment visitor type figure, but that fits in there really, really well. So hopefully that will help all of this area here. And if we need another one, we could always pop it over here. I don't know whether there's ever going to be a way to see that this is filled up, but look how many people are using it. Absolutely brilliant. So how about over here at the Tokyo Olympic Stadium? Yep, this thing is bright red. There is no parking over here at all. And this is getting lots and lots of visitors. Now, we had this sort of spot over here that people said I could turn this into parking. But I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to attach that to the rest of the roads we've got here. We've got this road that comes up. We've got this bit of parking here that just doesn't work. Nobody's using it, which is a shame because I put all those on all four corners. Okay, it took a lot of fiddling around, but this is what we had before. And this is what we've got now, which is just using these little normal parking assets. This one here, car park 2x4. And that fits in and that works really well. Little 1U road going around the back. Yeah, I like that. Excellent. Probably could just do with saying give way there, give way there. But yeah, that one works okay. So I think what I'm going to do is replace all of these in the corners. Yeah, we've only got these other two corners. And then, yeah, we've definitely got working parking lots to hopefully deal with this big red parking problem that we have here. There we go. So I'm pleased how that has turned out. We'll need to give that some time for the parking AI information thingamajiggy to update. Let's come back over here to the Rose Tea Botanical Gardens. Has what we've done over here with the car parks helped? Yes, it's now not red anymore. There's no huge amounts of traffic coming in and out, and the parking is all used really well. Fantastic. Okay, so just over here, back with our underground parking, I'd like to change this road here and hopefully not break this thing. So what I'm going to do is save the game and have a quick sip of tea, because it's so hot today. A nice cooling cup of tea. Then I'm going to use the Touch It mod over here, which means I can touch that road there, and it unlocks it from this build. Looks to me actually like a 1U road. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this. Let's just take one of these. That's probably going to be far too wide. Let's do it anyway. Do you know what? That has fit in, actually. Okay. So let's give that 2 lanes coming out, 1 lane going in. And once everybody's calmed down and worked out that those extra lanes they can use. Okay, and another place that had terrible parking was the School of Environmental Studies. That building was bright red. Look at it now. The only bright red building is this one over here that was on fire. But yeah, that parking lot there has really, really helped as well. Okay, back over at Sugar Cube Square. I've changed this road back to what it was before. I just rebuilt the car park. It seemed to break it. I've also added a second one over here. And I just need to remember to change these to give way, so they're not traffic lights. There we go. And that seems to have helped this area here. A lot of these were red, but now they've gone down to green, which means the parking situation is okay, which is fantastic. So I've been asking on my Discord, what is the best way to judge how much parking you need somewhere? And it seems to be the general consensus that you look at the visitors that are here. I know that sort of makes sense, but I was asking anyway because, you know, sometimes the game works in different ways, different AIs from different mods, you know, it might use different figures. But it seems that if you get, say, 100 visitors a week, then 100 parking spots would be fine. If you have a look at this one here, it sort of does tend to go sort of heading towards the red colour, but I mean each of these holds 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, so that's 80 parking spaces, 160, you know, we've got tons of parking here. Of course that's going to be used by other people around in the area as well, but definitely you can see not so red there, couple of red buildings here, but now we're taking care of most of it with the parking. This park is doing okay. This area over here, not so good. It's not terrible, but what have we got? 53 visitors, not enough car parks there. So what I'm going to do, I've actually downloaded a whole load of car park assets. King Leno makes a load of good parking garages. Oh, there's all sorts of ones here. What I will do is I will put a link to a collection that was shared with me. I believe it was it Archangel from my server, from my Discord server? Yeah. All right, let's see what this one here looks like. That is not too bad. That was this one. There we go. Medium parking garage number 2, 8x4. That actually fits in there quite well. And already there's a load of cars parked in there. Let's go into first person mode and have a look at this. Oh, driving through the wall, flying up the side. What the heck? Oh, my goodness me. What the heck are you doing? Yeah, there's a couple of idiosyncrasies with the parking AI, but I'm happy to live with that to get these to work properly. Buildings are growing over the top. Let's just fix that. If we go into here and we're going to remove, let's go this way and remove whatever's there. There we go. Please do not live inside a parking garage. That is not good for your health. But we want to see whether that helps with the parking situation here. Yeah, it looks like it could be assisting already, which is fantastic. So I think, generally speaking, that's gone red again over there. Generally speaking, I think I'm happy with that. Over here we have our library, and I don't think there's any parking over here. Yeah, also what we've got, you see, is we've got grass all around our roads, which means there's no road parking at all. Well, how about we just see if we can use this bit of space at the back here instead. Let's just take this road across here like that. And I've got this one. Oh, it's just too big. What about that? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Make sure Prop and Trianarchy is off. There we go. Look, there's a few parking spaces. Probably could do with the land flattened out a bit, but that's okay. How many visitors did it say we're getting here? 46. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 24. Probably not quite enough. Could we then fit some down the side here as well if we just connect these roads up? And now I've taken up any space where I could have put some parking. How about over here instead? Yeah, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that road. Unfortunately, destroy that building a tiny bit. There we go, and have that in there. I'm just going to level this out. Yeah, these are working really well. I've just added some paths around here as well. A couple of trees around there. There we go. And then I just switched this one up a bit, added a few more trees around the back. A path that runs along here, which people are using. And already people are coming to park in here, which is fantastic. So hopefully, there we go. Look, it's not as red as it was before. That's really good. What is this traffic I spy? Oh, it's up in here. Oh my goodness, what the heck is going on? This was all working perfectly fine before, and it's all completely died a death. What is going on? Right, okay, let's just fix a couple of things I can see here. You go through and don't stop. And probably the same here as well. Go through and don't stop. What? So they're all trying to come up there. You're trying to come up there as well. Have I stopped people leaving somewhere by mistake? You're all trying to come in here to drop stuff off. and then you can't. They all want to come up and leave here because actually that's not for the reason I thought. I thought this was going to be the shortest route and they were all coming down this way. Turn off pedestrians, cyclists, private vehicles, public transport. Just want trucks. So they're all coming out there, round there, to go back round there into here. Look at that. It's just started moving ever so slightly. So why don't they come... This isn't one way either. So they could go the other way and round. That is really odd. And then what's happening here? This is all... They're all coming up there to drop stuff into these. And this is all... Oh, why? Okay. I'm just going to watch this for a minute or two. Why is this suddenly an issue when it was not a problem before? What have I done? Okay, they seem to be getting stuck up here as well. Instead of just going through, I think it's just a huge... Are they picking up or dropping off? Delivering to the grain silage. So what are these all set on? They're all set on balance. That's probably not helping. We do need crops around in these places. We've got all of those crop storage. All of the crops being made. And then it's like these need the crops. That needs the crops. That's animal products. That's another store. We've got so much storage and we probably don't need that much. I'm going to delete every other one, which might just make some trucks disappear. And I'm also going to delete... Actually, I'm going to delete that one as well. And just have these ones. And then let's just see what these guys are doing here. So they're all going left. Then they're all coming up there. Then they're all cutting through here. Instead of going straight on... Let's just check this road here. Let's turn prop and tree anarchy off. So if we pick that one there. So they're going up there. A lot of them just to turn around and come back down again. Which is odd. And some are going up here. So these... Let's have a look at where they're going. Oh, returning to facility. Right, okay. So they're coming out of there, dropping it off there and then coming back again. Okay, that does make sense what's happening. I think perhaps having deleted some of that, I've just put another little asymmetrical road in here, which I'm going to just change what that says at the end there. So we've got one left, one right. There we go. And we might just find that this moves along a bit better. And I think these need to be bigger roads. Yeah, we need a small 4-lane road in here because there's just not enough room. I'm going to do that. This one here, we're going to do a control left click so we get straight on and a left. There we go, look. And that's probably then... Oh, don't want traffic lights there. That's probably then going to just give them enough space to keep on moving, not get in each other's way. I'm even going to do this one here as well, look. And then I'm going to do control left click there to get dedicated turning lanes. And I think... that should sort this bit out. Oh, there's so many. Let's just leave it running for a bit, see what happens. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. I've just put some traffic lights up here to help these trucks get in and out. And with less storage... set on balance, it means there's less goods coming in, less traffic overall, and it's working much better. Right, let's get back to our parking problems. So I am wondering why this is always red over here, and I think even though we've got plenty of parking spaces to deal with the visitors, I think these people here are using them. We do have over here a little parking thing that we set up before, but as we know, these things just don't work. Nobody parks in them, which is a real shame. That's an opportunity missed there. But what I'm going to do... Oh, no! Oh, I deleted the rock. I really didn't mean to do that. Come on. You're going to have to remember your brother Rock as you come over here to your new abode. There we go. I'm going to put you there and not destroy any other rocks. Oh, that's such a shame. But never mind, never mind. And then finally back over our university area, we've got the Grand Library, we've got the Central Park, and we've got the Public Library. All with absolutely tons of visitors. This car park we put in over here is taking care of the School of Environmental Studies. But yeah, all of this. And I want to use this little spot here, which means we're going to have to just do a little bit of jiggery pokery. We're going to take this road here Yeah, I want this as close to the back here as possible. Let's anarchy that in. Then we can pop this path. Can't grab that path because it's not a path. Let's grab that path there. There we go. And we're going to put that back in at the side. And then I've got a university car park by King Leno, which I think will be fantastic along here. Let's just slide that road over a bit. Zoop, there we go. Now, if we can fit this in here, that would be great. It's going to butt up against that railway line, but we're going to fix that. So let's pop that in there. Yeah, that looks nice. That's a nice building, isn't it? But then, yeah, I just need to fix this railway line along the back. There we go. That's fine. Moved it over, put a bit of fencing in. And this fits in really, really well. So that should give us a whole host of extra parking over in this area. And I think that looks really nice. So that was from King Leno. Oh, things are working over here. This is not bright red anymore. I added some more parking over here, as you saw. Did I squeeze some more in somewhere else? I can't remember. I've been going around the city squeezing parking in everywhere. This parking we put in, which means this isn't red anymore. This one is. We could do with perhaps adding something in here. We've got this little space at the end. Let's see what we can do. There we go. That one fits under there perfectly. That's added some more spaces. Maybe that will help. What we're getting, 81 visitors. I think we're probably going to need a few more spaces there. I quite like this one here, parking 2x2, because on little plots like this, we've got a little bit of concrete. You could squeeze in. I wonder if that's going to be a bit... Yeah, not that one there. We'll take that one out. But you can squeeze in some parking spaces where you wouldn't necessarily think you are able to. I've got some here, put some over here, some over here in between these buildings. I'm enjoying actually finding any little teeny tiny spots where we can put some parking. Oh, this along here. This along here has got to be parking. All these trees are going. We are filling this with parking. And I know there's some parking there already, but now it's got even more parking than it had before. Fantastic. I just cannot get enough spaces around this thing here to stop it being red. It's getting 100 visitors a week on average. This has got 256 spaces. This has got more than 80. This has got more than 80. This has got more than 80. And it's still red. I don't know why. I'm having doubts as to the complete working of the parking AI, even though I've been told directly by the devs that, yeah, there's a couple of bugs, but it should be working. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. So what do you think about the parking AI in Traffic Manager? I love the fact that it adds something new to the game, something interesting. It's one of those things that makes you make different decisions in your building and adds to the way the game works. I just absolutely love that in the game. So I'm going to leave it on for now, even though I'm not 100% convinced that it works 100% of the time. We'll have to sort of see as we go along, but I'm certainly going to be going around the city and adding some more parking into lots of different places. Whatever I do, I can't get this thing to stop being red, but I've been squeezing in parking in all sorts of other little teeny tiny places, and I love it. I love the way that it looks. Oh, this one's been really used well. So we're going to keep doing it, and we're going to see how it helps in our city. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you, as always, for watching, for supporting my channel. I do really, really appreciate it, and I will see you all very soon. Have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye.